You, desired player, you want to learn how to make more Robux, don't you? Well, fear not. I'm here. I'm ready to make you some more Robux. Let's get into the video. So one of the first rules in actually making Robux is getting your stand together. Now, a lot of people already know this, and I'm not going to go into detail with this. If you really need help, all you need to do is just type !tutorial into the chat and it'll literally do the rest for you. Hasm already has it covered and everything, or you could just go to anyone on YouTube and just watch a tutorial on how to set up your stand, because you can't really make Robux if you don't have anything to make it with, you know. Another way is, of course, voice chat servers. Now, this is said a lot. Voice chat servers will get you pretty far, but I'm not gonna lie, voice chat servers have been popularized way too much. Let's be honest here. Voice chat servers are pretty much a graveyard now. It's too many people server hopping, too many people singing, too many people just into the mic, too many people begging. That's another rule. Never beg. You're not going to get anywhere begging. If you go around just as a race car, going around like Lightning McQueen asking for and begging every single time, you're not going to get that far. Let's face it, you're not going to get that far. Mainly because most people find beggars annoying, and I personally do not blame them. When you're going around an annoying voice or a regular voice, it doesn't even matter what voice you have. If you're just going around saying, please donate, please donate, please donate, that gets annoying after a while. Especially if you're a rich player that just hops on every now and then and just wants to go around to donate just to donate because it's called please donate. Even though the game is called Please Donate, you don't want to actually ask, for Robux. That's why in Hasm's Discord server, it says no begging. You actually don't want to go around asking, please donate. Even though it is called Please Donate, it's a little misleading. I understand. The third rule is, of course, understanding people. Now, This is not really that hard of a step. You just literally talk to people. What do most people do when they go into a please donate lobby? Really ask yourself a question and think. Most people, when they get in, especially rich players that are looking for content, is they just spawn in. So you really want to look in this area over here. You want to look for new players and come to them. Don't come to them and say, hey, please donate. Come to them and start a conversation with them. Just say, hi, how are you doing? How's your day? How'd you get that stand? Basic questions that will spark activity with them. Once you're done talking to them for like 20 minutes, ask them to donate if you want to. If they say no, then it's no big deal. If they say, hey, I have no Robux, I don't got this, don't come to them with the expectation for them to donate, okay? That's the rule that you never want to break. Never come to someone with the expectation that they will donate to you, because it will always fail. When people spawn into the lobby, you really want to be careful the type of people you spawn into. You don't want to judge off of what they seem to have, right? So I only have 1,300 rage, right? I might seem like a poor player, but my avatar does look rich, right? It kind of does a little bit. You don't want to judge is what I'm saying. Always be non-biased when you're coming up to a player. Always treat them the same way you would treat your parents, Now, once you've actually sparked up a conversation with someone, you'll get pretty far, actually. One of the best ways you could actually start making Robux is developing a skill. Now, this one skill can be anything: singing, music, rapping, freestyling, beatboxing, anything in the book. Just focus on one skill and learn how to do it over and over. You could be a piano player, you could be a guitar player, but don't sit at your stand the entire time and just play music unless you want to practice. If you just sit around and just play at your stand the entire time, you'll get less donations because you're less active. What you want to do is have a conversation with someone first and ask if they want to hear music. Then they'll decide if they want to donate to you. You really want to trick people into donating to you, kind of. Like, not trick, but more just be kind to them, genuine. Show them that you're a good person. Don't try to prove them anything. Just talk to them. If you come up to someone showing that you're a genuine person, they're most likely going to donate to you. That's just the way it normally is. I remember one time when I was first starting to play, I'd just sit around at my stand and I was just beatboxing, right? Well, at the time, I had a big crowd around me. And at the same moment, a person joined. They saw the big crowd. Always utilize big crowds. Most people are going to go to the big crowds. You got to know how to assert yourself. You don't want to become the kingpin. You want to become the kingpin when it's necessary. Whenever you see a big crowd, don't automatically go to it, but understand that's where most of the energy will be in the server or lobby you're playing in. If you understand how that works, then you'll get a lot more farther. Most players are surrounded around here, right? Say there's 10, 20, 40, not 40, 25 people all in this one exact place. Because there's a staff member here, right? Understand that. Don't just be the solo player that's over here but minding their own business, hoping that the staff player will come over there. Because most likely they won't. You really have to bring attention to yourself without bringing attention to yourself. Which that can kind of sound a little bit complicated, but it's not hard. I'll show you a couple examples on what you should do or could do to involve more Robux getting donated. Rule number 1 is obviously just sparking up a conversation with them, or example number 1, I should say. Sparking up a conversation with the person who's kingpin right now. Notice, look, and see who has the most attention in the server right now. Mostly it's going to be a rich dude. See how they're acting, see how they're acting to others, and see how others are acting to them. Once you can realize the situation and observe how they're acting to others and how others are acting to them, you'll understand how to go about things. Each person's different. You got to understand them before you just go up to them and say what you would normally say. Especially if it's someone you want to get a lot of Robux from. And I know I said want, but again, you really have to just be genuine. You don't want to expect to get Robux. Because most of the time you're not going to get Robux. You got to realize that. If you're always expecting something, then you're not really going to earn anything. You always just have to do it, and then it'll come to you. You ever heard the term that happiness, that people that look for happiness will never be happy? Think of Robux in that same type of term. If you go looking for Robux in every single server, expecting Robux, it's not going to come to you. If you go looking for 1 million Robux, if you go looking for 2 million Robux, it's not going to come to you. You just have to be you, and it will come to you. That's what you have to do. That's one of the most valuable tips I can give you in this video, actually. Just be you. Understand the person and just be kind, be genuine, spread love, and just be you. Some people will donate to you, some rich people will donate to you, and some poor people will donate to you. Either way, you'll get farther. Now let's get into some activities that you could do. You know about that skill thing I was talking about earlier? Yeah, well, this kind of applies to that. Please Donate has a lot of options that you can earn Robux from. I mean, look at the blimps flying around. Even if you don't have Robux there, then you can still start up a YouTube channel. Get some people to subscribe, make some shorts, make some videos, be yourself, you know. Get the 50 subscribers and just stream the game every now and then, and you'll get pretty far. If you go to the island that's all the way over here, you'll see that there's a tic-tac-go. Did I say go? No, it's tic-tac-toe. My bad. Tic-tac-toe games are over here, right? Well, maybe you can 1v1 someone against for some Robux. Maybe you can talk to them for 20 minutes. Say, hey, you want 1v1 for Robux? I'm kind of bored. Or like things like that. Just be normal, but not like normal. Be yourself normal, you know? Be yourself normal, because weird is thrown around, categorized as being different from normal. What is categorized as normal is the average of human society, pretty much. So you being normal is never going to become true, because you're always different. You're always different than the normal person, or what the normal person is. It's kind of like the word perfect. You can never be perfect, but you can only be perfect at being imperfect. It's kind of the same along the same lines as that, you know. There's a lot of activities over here. What the? Oh, gift boxes. See, I didn't even know they added this. Huh, that's crazy. Please Donate is always adding cool things. Another way to actually get more Robux is understand how the store works, right? Most of these options are not going to get you that far. I'm not going to lie. But they'll help you stick out a little bit more. Make sure not to buy too many items that, especially when you don't have the Robux, don't get them. Another way is learning how to manage your Robux. Now, this is so important in real life and in Robux. You need to learn how to manage your Robux. If you're the type of person that donates everything you earn from this game back into it, then you're not going to get that far. Let's be honest, you're not going to get that far. And the exact reason is because you're not making anything off of it. When you're not making anything off of it, you're going to get demoralized. And you're going to be like, well, I'm kind of tired of please donate because I'm not really getting anywhere. It's not getting me anywhere. So what's the point, you know? And so you get demoralized, and now you're stuck wondering why you're not making Robux. And now you get off the game. But since it's such a good replayable game, you come back after like 6 or 3 months later, and you're playing the game again, and you're wondering why. Oh yeah, I'm getting Robux again. But then you just go right back into donating Robux to others, everything earned back into the community, and it's not really a great way to do things. Now, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with donating everything back to the community, but what a lot of people will get it mixed is that when you donate everything to the community just to donate, and don't do it for popularization reasons, like Hasm, for example. He donated to streamers. He never donated to some random Joe. If he was donating to some random Joe, then he wouldn't really get this game that far, because there is no clout to go around. Most of the big time players, as one of the reasons why it's starting to go a little bit dead now, is because of Alex, the big time players, Creekcraft, some other people that used to play a year ago. They're all kind of just gone. And that's because they've moved on to better things that actually make them more money than what they were doing before. They're so well off now that they could just literally make videos whenever they want. Project Supreme, I call it Supreme, that's crazy. I guess he's Supreme for the rest of his life. Ha! That's funny topic crazy right there. Anyways, he made a couple of videos off of this game, got a little bit far, and now he's doing his own thing. You gotta realize that this is just a game. Although it may be here for a long while, it's not gonna be here forever. Not for the rest of your life. So just enjoy it while it lasts, and get Robux while you can. One of the last things I can recommend is what I kind of goes into what I said earlier, is just getting a YouTube channel. Get yourself a little bit further where you're at, and you'll go a long way. A long way. Just having a YouTube channel with 50 subscribers, streaming every now and then, talking to people, playing other games on it. One of the best ways is actually starting off at Please Donate, getting your subscriber base, getting up to like 10k, 5k, 1k. And you see a lot of people are doing this. A lot of people want Robux, and they go into these streams. If you have your stream thing set to subscribers only, well, they're subscribed to you just to talk to you, right? They're subscribed just to paste your username and get free Robux, right? And so you can actually take advantage of that. You can take advantage of people always wanting to get Robux, right? And one of the best ways is just to start streaming, go into like a random public lobby, or even if you can afford it a little bit, just go start a private lobby and go into your own private lobby and just do your own thing pretty much. Talk to some people. One of the Robux earning techniques that I kind of use is I just go join a game. I talk to someone for like 10 minutes, 20 minutes. I honestly just enjoy talking to them. Maybe friend them, talk to them a little bit more. And then I just, say, hey, you want some beatboxing skills? You want some like you want some of that? And then like they just donate to me or whatever, things like that. One of the strategies that I kind of use that actually goes a long way is the 80-20 rule. Now, the 80-20 rule is actually used in a lot of things. It's used in stocks, the market, and not just Roblox games, but you can use it in this game to start making some more Robux, You can start using in this game and then expand it into the market or stocks or stocks exchange, anything Bitcoin, anything crypto. You can just expand it using that way. The 80-20 rule is where you pretty much get 80% of the results for 20% of the effort, or 80% of the effort for 20% of the results. Now, a great example of this is the people that are just going around donating 24/7, right? Just donating everything in their get. They're putting in 80% of the effort for only 20% of the results. They get a couple fun, people are saying, "Oh my God, thank you so much, thank you so much." They get a little bit, and maybe someone else comes along and just donates some even more. They get a little happy, like, "Oh my God, thank you so much, thank you, I really needed it." It helps a little bit, but it's not really maximizing profits. One of the best ways is saving 80% and then putting 20% effort back into the game. And that's just for me. You can have your own way, like 60-20, which is 60% for 20%, or you could have 20-80 or 30-70. Really depends on how you want to do it. If you want to put 30% back into the community, then you do you. But make sure you're gaining something out of it too. You're not just giving to give. You can give to give whenever you want. Like maybe you can set aside that 10% just to give, because that'll popularize your idea of you, right? Maybe you can separate that 10%, maybe that 5%, that 15% off just to give. But that 80% of the results is to the point where you know how to really just give to get back, and you're not really expecting to get back, you're just giving to get back. It's really hard to explain, but you're pretty much just going on and giving Robux to give Robux, but with that intention to give comes love from others, which then spreads even more. So pretty much what I'm saying, if you have your own management skills with Robux, then you're gonna get a lot more farther than someone that just goes on here and just donates everything they got. Because at that point, you might as well just go into any type of game and just play the game. If every ounce of Robux you make off of this game just goes back to the game, then you're not really trying to play to earn more Robux out of this game. You're really just playing the plane. In other words, just be you, understand some things, like just understand mainly how people work if you want to get a little bit more Robux, understand how society works, just really a lot of knowledge, and then apply the knowledge, because you can have all the knowledge in the world, right? But what really changes you into making from a poor person to a rich person is that mindset. If you have the mindset and understand how poor people act, or how most poor people act, because not all of them are the same, they act a little bit different than others, but they still have the main things limiting them down. Oh, maybe some other small things are undiscovered, or even, like that little stuff. But either way, they're still categorized as poor and rich. A lot of people say that rich people, and please donate to other rich people because they're already friends with rich people. Well, that kind of happens sometimes. Yes, that mostly happens. You want to know why that happens? A lot of people know how it happens, but they don't know how it happens. Like, they understand, oh yeah, it occurs, but they don't understand how it happens. And so if you don't understand how it happens and you're just aware of it, you can't really change anything about it, can you? If you're just aware of something, then you're just aware of it. There are a lot of things you can be aware of, but if you want to be the master of yourself, pretty much, you want to understand yourself. If you want to make more Robux, you got to understand yourself, master yourself. Because if you master yourself, then you can know what you want. Say you want to be rich. Say you want to be the type of person that can literally go on vacations to Florida or France whenever they want or choose so. Say they want to be Mr. Beast, have someone to look up to every now and then. What's your main dude that you look up to, or woman that you look up to, and please donate, that you want to become? Maybe Alex, maybe Hazem, maybe you want to become. Just look up to someone. Don't copy what they're doing, but like copy in the kind of same sense of just how did they become that rich, right?
If you can truly master yourself, then you can change a lot of aspects in how you really want to become. If you truly want to just become and come here and make Robux without losing any Robux, right? If you just want to come here to make Robux, then don't even put anything into community. Just come here to make Robux, right? But that's what I'm saying. If you just come here expecting to make Robux and always want to just make Robux, oh yeah, I'm gonna get Robux, please donate, I'm gonna get Robux, then you're just gonna come out leaving. Most likely, most of the time, you're gonna come out leaving being like, well, nobody donated to me. Well, maybe because you want it so bad, right? And that's nothing wrong with wanting it so bad, right? There's nothing wrong with that. It's just how you want it, how you do it, how you do it. A lot of people, some people will scam their way in getting Robux. Others will talk their way, be really persuasive. And others will just sit there and communicate the entire time. Or sing, or dance, or whatever. Go around the entire map for Robux. Like, you've seen a lot of those people, right? Or they just go on and they just, every Robux donated is a spin or something like that. Well, you gotta understand those people. You gotta be aware of them and what really makes you different. Because if you can make yourself different from what the normal people will see, show that you're not just another person that just comes here wanting Robux just to want Robux, like just coming here just for Robux and not for the experience of getting the Robux, then you'll get a lot more farther, in my opinion. But that really depends on who you really choose, right? Another cool thing is, just show people around the map, especially if they're new. I never knew that. I never knew there was a code here. Hold up. Join. Oh wow, you can actually hold up. Wait a second. 1 second. I gotta use this code. All right, this should be it. See, I didn't even know that was a code. Like, just come here, show other people, right? Just show the people how it works and everything, and you get a little bit farther. That's for sure. It really just comes down to this. If you can truly just come to please donate, just to play the game, and earn a little bit along the side, and just make a little bit more Robux, right? You just gotta really better yourself, understand how other things work. Because that little term I was saying earlier about how people will donate to the rich whenever they're rich because they're donating to their rich friends, right? Well, it's mainly because they're comfortable with their rich friends. They're not really, you gotta really present yourself as a comfortable person, right? And you really just have to let others get to know you a little bit more, like get comfortable with you. Because if others will get comfortable with you, they'll just really get used, they get in their habits of just enjoying your content or what you do or what you like. They'll just enjoy you for you. And people can enjoy you for you, like MatPat, for example. Then you'll get a lot farther because people will just want to support you just to support you. Because they want to see more content and they don't want you to see you, sad all the time, Because that really just gets a little bit, it gets you farther if you can understand people and you could just be you for being you, not coming to please donate just to expect Robux, One of the things I will say before I just leave is a couple more techniques, right? And that is these VC servers, right? You see join random VC server, and then if you scroll down, join legacy servers. A lot of people will be in legacy servers and a lot of people will be in random servers. Just if you have voice chat, you'll get a little bit further. Just like everything else I said in this video, you'll get a little bit further making that Robux, just talking to people, just being you to be you, being kind, genuine, just spreading that love just to spread love, You'll get a little bit farther. Especially if you just want, just to play the game. If you want to get a little bit further, just do everything I said in this video and you'll get a little bit further. And then from there, just capitalize on it, I'll make a couple other videos on how to make Robux and everything that will, actually explain a little bit more into detail about each step and everything. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of things. You just get voice chat. You really want to get voice chat and just understand people, understand how crowds work, understand a lot of things, be aware of it, and then apply the knowledge you are aware of. When you're aware that most people are over here, you've learned a lot from this video. You may have, or maybe you haven't. But if you have learned a lot, then start applying it. And even if you didn't learn a lot and you already knew this stuff, if you weren't applying it before, then maybe that's why you're not really getting that many changes. You gotta apply the knowledge you learned. That's all you really gotta do. Because if you apply the knowledge, then you'll actually get through. And no, you don't need some eccentric stage, or you don't need 200 subscribers to start doing stuff. You just gotta start doing it. Even Creekcraft and a whole bunch of YouTubers will say this. You ready for it? A lot of people will say this, right? Just stay consistent with doing it. Stay consistent with the content. And you'll actually get a lot more farther with anything. If you just get on Please Donate, learn the most of you can, experience the best way you can play Please Donate, you'll get a lot more farther by just experiencing it, just doing it every day. Like once every, you don't even have to do it for 20 days. You don't have to do it for a month. You could just like hop on every other day. Even Project Supreme comes back every now and then and hops on a little bit. But that's all you really gotta do. Just hop on a little bit and you'll get a little bit farther. Because the more you play, the more you watch videos like this, the more you do things like this, the more you'll learn from it. And that's the main goal. If you really want to make more Robux, all you have to do is just learn. Learn how to make more. Ask other people off Discord, ask other people off social media platforms, YouTube, comments, anything. Just learn from other people and you'll get a little bit farther. You'll make more Robux and soon you'll be the next Project Supreme. Or maybe the next Hasm, or even Alex, or Creekcraft, or any YouTuber you look up to. You'll soon become them. Not become them, but you'll become like them. And if you become like them, then you'll gain attachment from them. Maybe you want to become Steak, maybe you want to be funny. But either way, you'll get a lot more farther if you just come here every now and then, learn videos off of people like me or other people. Just learn off of other people. Because if you come here and just do the same thing over and over and over, and maybe it worked at first, but if you're starting to notice that you're not getting a lot of Robux, then maybe you should make some changes. Maybe you weren't making as much Robux. Maybe you're making 1,000 Robux every single day. Now you're only making 100. Now you're only making 20. Now you're only making 10. If you notice that, then make changes. One of the main tips I can say before I go is a lot of people, if you're one of the first people to do things, then you'll get a lot more farther. See, Hasm, for example, he is one of the first people to make this. He's one of the first people that he noticed that a lot of people wanted donations. He's one of the first people that actually noticed it, right? He noticed it and actually wanted to make a change for it. And so he did it. And now that he's one of the first people that actually did it, he's getting the most results from it. He's practically a millionaire at this point. Maybe a billionaire. I have no idea. But just understand, try to find different ways, understand people. Pretty much everything I said in this video. Just understand, be aware, and whenever you notice something, act on it. Apply it. And when you apply it, you learn it. You learn it, and then you just keep on doing it. Then it turns into a habit, and then you talk to other people that are similar to you, and it just reinforces it even more and keeps on going on and on. And then you're sitting at the top, at the leaderboard, with millions upon millions of Robux, just sitting there, being like, wow, I've changed so much. I've done so many things. Just make sure that you enjoy the experience while you still can. See you guys later. Have a good one, and yeah. Next show out. Oh man. Yeah. This is crazy, bro. What's up here? Nothing. Oh, that's funny. Wait. Please donate added the elevator booth? Holy crap. 26K? Oh, God. No, that's out of my price range. I'm sorry. I'm out.